piece of land in Murray. Go ahead, Jim. Got some contingencies too. This is the one side. Oh, that's really low. It runs, but it's a stream, but it runs, but it's like really trickle right now.
As opposed to my ditch that sometimes it is.
Right. And then that's a big,
Oh yeah.
a big theater. That dog, the Cheryl. We climbed to the top of the mountain one day. So a piece of it's got a shade at the top. So the views are awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Really not. That's like
Well, it's
down
enough.
there in Pawtucket Park or something.
Now, this is a clear spring. There's nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Near Fort Frederick. So I like going up there. Fort Frederick's nice. There's some good water.
Oh yeah.
And part of this touches the Indian Spring Nature Reserve. So the road cuts it down. So it's like 15 acres. And then on one side it touches this Indian Spring Nature Reserve. I don't know, 4,000 acres. Yeah.
Oh.
So last time you asked the question,
Well,
I had plans.
yeah, I'll probably cut them. Yeah.
So this time I brought plans that
You
just
can
went
do
all
that
over.
very pretty friendly.
Yeah.
That's
So
all right.
they'll let you do the taxes on it.
Yeah.
This meeting starts at 6, right?
But.
Yeah, the camera having some technical difficulties.
I can get up to 4
We took
hours.
the camera turned on, having some difficulties, so.
You know, you don't
I'm
have,
thinking about doing
Heather,
too long.
you don't have to tape, you don't have to have a camera going, you don't have to have that.
I know, but it's
So
working.
then there's a
Oh, okay.
Then it says.
I know it's not recorded.
I think you're my only township that videotapes it.
Or we just like to have it for anybody who misses the meeting.
It's a good theory. Problem is it's a little.
I'm just saying, though, you don't, as long as you know you don't have to.
No, I know it's not
12%.
required. So if something ever happens and we don't have it, then that's fine. It's just.
It's trade-off. There's something about that 50.
She was talking about a year and a half and come back.
One of those $5,000 cups.
Well, so.
Yeah.
Hey, just like she.
Nice shirt. Nice shirt. Ours was down there. Sold about 4 or 5 years ago. Same thing.
Which are good.
I get it out now, I got late.
Couple months ago.
What do they sell?
Well, I've done a couple of some functions, so I got to free them a couple of times.
We'll figure it out.
And
We'll
they
figure it
Got a
out
nice price on
tomorrow.
it. I think I paid $40 for mine. I might have got 2, maybe they were 20.
well, you have to change Claremont and
Oh, yeah.
other than that, it's Acacia, 150.
Yeah, no, it's the same design.
What's your number over there?
It's, I can't think of it now. I don't know if that's my card. It should be on that.
Yeah.
We stand for the pledge of allegiance, please. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Barlow? Mr. Kyle?
Here.
Mr. Lowe?
Here.
All right, do we have Adams County Economic Development here with us tonight?
No, didn't make it tonight.
Well, we'll move on then. Any public comment?
Like to address the board.
Sure.
Now it's time to do it.
All right, I got a letter from your zoning officer, and we have a property to try to get it redone. I made a giant mistake. I bought some tractor trailers and material. I thought they were 20 footers, they were 48 footers. So we unloaded them. We're gonna be using what we need to do to get the rest back. Problem is, it's been awful wet, I'm a little behind. this is a personal thing, but so if I could get an extension, so I can get the house done and get the materials out of it.
You talking about Jack's Mountain?
Yes, sir, yes. I did clean it up from what it was, when I bought it, I took 11 dumpsters out already.
Yeah, you moved some stuff around.
Yeah, I took 11 dumpsters, 11. So, I mean, there was a trailer we had to cut off. So in some ways, I improved the property already. I'm not saying that it can stay that way, I'm not prescribing that at all. I'm just saying that till I get everything in there, the garage has a lot of space, some of the stuff in the garage is going in the house. That stuff will go in. And the rest is gonna take a one-way trip.
So what are you looking for?
I mean, 120 days would be great if we could do that. No, I'm just saying that would be like really,
Yeah, that would be great.
that would be great. I mean, the problem is just timing this time of year. We're behind on all our other jobs.
Brandon?
I don't think 120 is probably a little much, in my opinion.
Okay?
Alan, I do know that we've addressed this before, not in a public meeting, nor did we send you a violation letter or anything. But we have, had mentioned that this property needed to be cleaned up, over the last 6 months.
Yes.
And prior to you purchasing the property had been in violation for the past 8 years. And so we've tried to get this particular property cleaned up, and we've had residents complain about it the whole entire time.
Sure.
I did talk to the zoning officer, and he's willing to go 30 days. He's not willing to go any more than that.
Then I probably won't be able to make it, you know, and I appreciate the 30 days.
That's what his recommendation is. I talked to him later on this evening, prior to our meeting, and he's like,
I mean, I could
And,
probably,
and the reason we have to do that, the reason where I stand with that is we have other properties in the area that we're been dealing with for years, and we're in legal,
I'd
things.
say that I did
enforced
take
now.
15 dumpsters out. You know, so it wasn't like I didn't do, the problem is that the stuff on the outside came in on tractor trailer. If you just take, right there at the garage, the windows are gonna go in that garage, once I put them in the house.
I'll tell you, what I would probably say, is we'll give you a 30-day extension, see where you're at in 30 days.
Okay.
If we show that there's improvement from cleaning it up, then we can maybe readdress it. The zoning officer definitely, did not want to go more than 30 days. And I don't want myself personally, that's why we have zoning people.
Sure, yeah.
We have to go by what the recommendations are, and if we start
I appreciate,
what they
I
say
appreciate
then.
the 30 days. Is there any way you would even consider 60? Just to give me,
you come back in 30 days and we can talk about it.
All right.
We'll see where you're at.
Because I know between now and the 25th of the month, I mean, there's no room for me to do much. I mean, we got just so much more. I mean,
Because I think you had till May the 10th.
I don't really know. I got the letter, I reached out as soon as I got
Now,
it.
he told me May the 10th the night when I talked to him, and I said, the night he was thinking, I said, would you be willing to go another 30 days or more? He goes, 30 days, he goes, we got other people in violation at the same time. He goes, if you give him an extended amount of
Oh,
time.
yeah,
you have to do
and I
something."
respect it, but I did clean it up, in my defense, compared to what was there. You
Well,
know,
we acknowledge the fact that you've done some considerable work there,
Yeah.
and more needs done, as you know,
Definitely.
and admit yourself.
Sure.
So, what Mickey's saying, if I read you right, we're gonna give you 30 days, and then we're gonna revisit it.
So you'll come back out and see if there's progress.
Yeah, we're gonna make an appointment with
Well,
you.
we
Be
won't.
there, we'll talk.
Exactly.
Well, no, I understand.
Somebody
So
will
we're
talk,
talking June 10th then, is what we're
Yeah.
talking.
something like that, yeah. Let's see
Well, I
where we
appreciate
are.
you working with me, first of all. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. It's been a little bit of a, when they unloaded those trucks, I had no idea at all. You know, the guy said, yeah, I got some windows, I got some doors, I got some plumbing pipe. Oh my gosh, that was, you know.
We just gotta do something about it now, Alan.
Yeah, well, I get it, but I'm just letting you know how it came to be, so I appreciate it. I appreciate the extension.
Good deal.
Okay. All right, so, I'll make a motion that we, grant Mr. Bucket, 30-day extension, on the property at, on Old Waynesboro and Jackson Mountain, Road. I don't know the address for the place on
It's 280 Old Waynesboro.
280 Old Waynesboro.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Thanks a lot, appreciate it.
Any other public comment? Okay, no other public comment? Supervisor comments?
Yeah, I'm sure Mickey will get into it, but we've had trouble with equipment, nothing major, thank heavens, but, the mowing's behind, we'll get to that. I wanna thank all the employees recently for all we've done here in the township, the work that they do and the dedication they, have shown. We're gonna vote, so this may be a little premature, but I'm gonna go ahead and welcome, Russ Hartman, who's gonna help us on the road department, weed whack, mow, keep things up around here, do different things. We're gonna vote on him tonight, hopefully it'll go okay, and he'll start tomorrow, I'll start training. So, that's about all I have.
Thank you. Brandon?
I don't know anything.
All right, one of the things I want to bring to your attention is we did have an executive session from 5:45 to 6 o'clock with the chief to talk about personnel things in the police department, so I wanted to get that out there right away about that. That's pretty much what I have as far as the comments. We're going to move on to minutes. For April 2nd, 2024, did everyone have an opportunity to read the minutes for our regular meeting?
I have, I'll make a motion to accept that.
Do you have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. How about the April 24th treasurer's report? Everybody have an opportunity to review the treasurer's report?
Yep, I'll make a motion that we accept it.
I'll second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, let me get ahead of myself. We're talking invoices from 4/3/24 to 5/7/24. Everyone have an opportunity to review the invoices for that time period.
Yep.
A motion to pay the invoices as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. For payroll, from 4/7 to 4/20. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, hold on, get back up. 3/24 to 4/06.
Where's that?
Everyone have an opportunity to look at that.
Yep, you did them.
I'll make a motion that we pay them as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, payroll for 4/7 to 4/20. Oh, I did that one too? How'd that happen?
You're helping out.
Oh, all right, I guess I'll make a motion to pay that.
I'll
Yes,
second
presented.
it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, 4/21 to 5/04. Bobby, you did that one.
I'll make a motion that we accept it.
I'll second the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. All right, we're down to, yeah, the police department. I put it in my pocket. Free to go off.
Good evening, everyone. I want to apologize. We've been having some problems with our internet where our record management system is basically dependent on that. And I was able to dig up these numbers for you, which are the stats for the month, but I was not able to pull out within a sufficient amount of time the other information that's given to you. So the statistics for April 24th, or April 2024, for Liberty Township, 104.5 hours worked, 530 miles, 1 traffic citation, 4 warnings, 40.5 gallons of gasoline, and PSP handled 4 calls for us. Freedom Township, 35 hours worked, 3 traffic citations, 5 calls handled by Pennsylvania State Police. There were 2 911 incidents there and 4 warnings. Highland Township was 25 hours, 7 Pennsylvania State Police calls, 2 911 incidents, and 3 warnings. That's all I have for you.
Thanks.
Anybody have any questions for the chief? No questions? All right, we move on to zoning. All right, I have before me here a zoning report. Let's see, we have a total of 2 land use permits for $200. We have a driveway permit for $65 for a total of $265 for the month. Ongoing enforcement from PMCA is out in Bucket at 280 Waynesboro Road. 431 Winshaw Road, site inspection is done. 10 Girl Scout Road. Risk Trail area stormwater compliance. And 2650 Bullfrog Road for a hearing scheduled. And 3257 Bullfrog Road for a hearing scheduled on July 5th. So that's what the zoning officer has given us for the month of April. All right. Road department, okay. A few things here to go over the road department. We used 31 gallons of gas, 59 gallons of on-road diesel, 43 gallons of off-road. Truck 133, we drove 137 miles. Truck 160, we drove 354 miles. And then truck 161, we drove 127 miles for the month. Some of the things in the road department, as Bob related to earlier, is we had some issues with our backhoe that needed to be addressed. We had Forrester Wineland came out, looked at it, gave us a cost of what it was going to cost us. They came out and repaired it last week. Some of the things that they ended up doing is they put new tie rod ends in the front end of that backhoe. They had to put pads on the feet that would tear up the roads, and they did some other, they went over and inspected the things. $3,214.66 to repair the backhoe. That's the back. Right now we have, like I said too, we were doing mowing along the roads. We have mowed Petra Road's been mowed, Topper Road has been mowed, and we had some issues going on with the mower. We brought it in, we had a severe fuel leak in the mower, and so we looked at that, determined that we have fuel lines that are old and are rotten, and they were seeping fuel from the tractor. Also, we have hydraulic leak, and also we have a transmission hose that is also checked and ready to blow. So I actually scheduled with them today. They're going to pick the mower up on next Tuesday, take it to their shop in Chambersburg, and it will be out of service for about 2 weeks. So they did tell us that we could run the mower until they pick it up. The leakage is not to a point that we're losing fuel out on the road, but it is leaking pretty good. So we're going to try to get some the mowing done Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they're going to pick that up and they're going to have it for approximately 2 weeks. Don't know what the cost is going to be for this mower. This mower is 2008 mower, and so they're going to do a complete inspection and determine what all needs to be. The tie rod ends on the mower are also shot, so they need to be replaced as well.
They have to take care of all.
I didn't ask them
Yeah. They need to do a new power wash.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're planning on doing that or not.
Well,
So that's what's going on with our equipment. We did work on the truck today, the big international. Bobby took it over, and we had to work on some linkage for the tailgate, and yeah, we got that back up and running. We did collect up all the metal we had around the township today. Bobby hauled that over to AAA and turned that in, so that money will go back into our liquid fuels budget. I think it was like $153. And so metal's not, do you know what the price of metal was? I didn't even look.
You know what, it did look.
I didn't even,
I was surprised when I saw the check.
no.
I didn't think it'd be that much.
Oh, okay, well,
Probably half that.
yeah, so, anyhow, we put that back into our liquid fuels budget, and, so that was the good thing, that we could get some stuff cleaned up around here. Some of the things we got going on is you will see out on Bullfrog Road, there's a lot of line painting across the road for all, there's 13 pipes that cross over Bullfrog Road. We're trying to upgrade our pipes because the pipes were put in, some of them 30, 40 years ago, they're cracked, they're burnt, they're old concrete, we're upgrading them to plastic PVC cold pipe. Not only are we doing that, we're moving all our pipes in the township as we come across our roads from 15 inch to a minimum of 18 inches for stormwater management. A lot of the pipes that we're going to be replacing are actually going to be 24 inches in circumference to handle any stormwater in the future coming at us. Because stormwater not only in Pennsylvania but across the United States has become a major issue. It's one that the federal and the state are really regulating pretty hard on the townships and the counties to come into compliance with stormwater management. So there's 13 pipes on Bullfrog alone. We are going to be starting at the Girl Scout Road and moving east on Bullfrog, and because we do have on it's not on the agenda, but we passed it last month. We are going to do a total reclaim on Bullfrog Road starting at the Hamilton Dam line, 2,400 feet of Bullfrog Road will be totally tore up and a whole new road put down. So before we can do that, we need to clean up the ditching, and we need to do the pipe replacement in that area. And for future, next year, following year, over the next 3 years, we're planning on doing a whole resurface of Bullfrog Road at a tune of approximately $600,000 in today's price. As time goes on, the price may go up. But that's what we're looking at today. So we will be putting those bids out within the next week or so and getting the contractors in here and get that started. So you will see sometime probably in June or July when they start, Bullfrog Road will be closed for 2,400 feet while they're working on the road. So we'll make sure we get signage out there a couple of weeks in advance, but that road will be closed because they cannot work with tractor and trailers coming across the road while they're out there. So you're going to see detours, probably starting at Pumpkin Station and Bullfrog and diverting traffic onto Track Road to Water Street, or either to Track Road all the way out to 116. So just be aware that those things are coming in the summer months that we'll be out. One of the things I want to put before the board tonight, we did get a quote from LV Waters for the 13 pipe replacements on Bullfrog Road. I have a breakdown, I believe you guys had it in front of you. The 18-inch pipe is 200 feet of 18-inch pipe at $3,120. And then there's 200 feet of 24-inch pipe at $5,020 for a total of $8,140. I'm making a proposal that we move forward with getting the pipes all in, and then we'll stockpile them here, and as we replace them, we'll take them out to the road. We'll have them here to get the work done as we can get. Like I said, we're not going to get it all done in a month. This is going to be a process. It's going to take us probably all summer and probably into summer, maybe even some of the winter next year to get this done. We need to get these pipes in before we start tearing up the road.
All right.
So,
I need, if it's a motion, I second the motion on the
it's a motion.
price of the pipe and buying it for $8,140.
Okay, I got a motion, I got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. I'll get that ordered. So as I did say, we will be, we got the analysis all done back from Bullfrog, so we are going to move forward with the bid process for that. And also we have a bid going out for Old Waynesboro pipe for the bridge in Waynesboro. We have one bridge in the township that the township actually owns, and it's on Waynesboro. Last year, we resurfaced that bridge. The year prior to that, we went underneath the bridge and looked on the abutment of the bridge and put stone in there to push the water away from the bridge and keep it down the streamline. So now we're working on the surface fascia of the bridge. It's something that we are not experienced enough to do. We attempted to do it last year, and we failed miserably. And it was a very, well, it didn't cost us too much. It was $250 to figure out we couldn't do it.
We gave it a try.
We gave it a try. So we're gonna bid that out and have someone else that knows what they're doing. So that bid will also be going out with the road reclamation bid also. You may know that if you travel out along Girl Scout, we were out there this past month. We reditched the whole Girl Scout from Water Street to Bullfrog on both sides of the road. Hopefully that will help with some of the water running across Girl Scout. We had a lot of thawing and freezing this past year that busted that road pretty badly up on us. So I did have state guys come out, and we reviewed the road, came up with a plan of action on how we need to tackle this road. The first was the water runoff along the sides. Secondly is we're going to be at some point in time tearing that road completely up, putting down a dirt and gravel road back in place on it for a couple of years, and then we're going to, after that it settles, then we're going to resurface that road too. So the thing is, I'm working with Adams County. Matter of fact, it's low volume roads, dirt and gravel roads, to try to see if there's any grant money to help us to address that road. So that's a project that's ongoing. I'm hoping that the county will be able to help us get some financing for that. So we'll keep our fingers crossed with that. A couple of other things we have going on in the township too is we did put out for a grant for a new mower with the boom mower attachment and everything. That grant is not going to be issued, I don't believe, until September. So we haven't heard anything back from that. So we're keeping our fingers crossed that we will get that new grant and then be able to purchase some new equipment with that. That being said, I believe is pretty much what all I got wrapped up for the road department. Guys, can I think of anything else? Okay. We're going to move on from road department to the planning board.
Okay, the planning commission did meet on April 16th, and there were 3 applications which were considered. None of the meeting was recorded. The first submission that was looked at is for a subdivision between the Alexanders. This is Dustin and Ashley Alexander and Paul Kellett. This is a sketch plan that came in. You can see the darkened area. That's a 2-acre parcel that's being subdivided off. We all agree it's the strangest submission we've ever seen. Paul Kellett was admitted to a hospital, children's hospital in Philadelphia. So his name will be here. So it's not Christine, who was an attorney to represent him. So she represented him, and the engineer was there, also there. So they pretty much understand what needed to be done. We're in agreement. The big thing is that it's on clean and green, and so they can only take up 2 acres a year without any penalties. So they're going to be working on that and resubmitting it. Any questions on that? The next plan that we looked at, and they don't even have the address on this. We have property parcel numbers, but I don't know where this is. It's somewhere around. The second thing we looked at was Goldenwood land development. You've heard me talk about this a number of times in the past. This is the kennel.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if you can see this from here, but it's titled, if anything jumps out at you.
Golden Woods. All
It
270.
says, site development plans for Goldenwood, 2575 Track Road, Adams County, Pennsylvania. There's nothing on here about Liberty Township, nothing. And in the application, they reference things like the Adams County roads, people, I don't even want to go through it, it's just,
So it sounds like that needs to be sent back.
oh, yeah. It
With
was-
the long
it was
list?
Definitely, yes. I mean, when I get to 17
Oh, Lord.
You know, how many times has this been before us, you know,
A lot.
so, but I now understand the problem. Well, I think I understand the problem. The engineer is from Maryland. He's only ever dealt with county. He's never dealt with townships
Right,
or
okay.
whatever,
That makes sense.
which makes sense, but still, Wendy's given him help. They've been to us before. And so after telling them, no, they said, well, could we get an extension? Could we get a special meeting set up with the supervisors? I strongly doubted. I said that we'd have to ask at the May meeting. And if they did approve the special meeting, it would have to be advertised. And then you'd be up to the May meeting of the planning commission anyway. So you wouldn't gain anything, but, well, can we start like moving around and doing, and I'm like, I feel like I'm dealing with, no, that's such,
That's a definite no.
Definitely a no. So I understand they have new plans submitted, but I don't have anything back from the county or from government or anything, and I don't know that they will be back at the May meeting, which I think is the 21st. The government said something. It's just, I'm sorry, I put my blood pressure up. We also discussed the land development plan for Rock. And, I think the only thing to report, we tabled this, is that I'm not sure, you all may know this, but in the plan is to take down 20 acres of trees.
No, I did not know that.
And it's on access and egress is on Harbor Road.
Harbaugh Valley, you saying?
I think it's Harbor, isn't it, to the curve? Well, it's the road right off of 16.
That's Cove Hollow.
That's Cove Hollow.
Cove
No,
Hollow.
no.
We're
It's
talking about Harbaugh goes up, so
Harbaugh.
it goes up to the main gate.
Yeah, the main
That's
gate.
the backside.
Okay.
What all Harbaugh Valley at the church?
Well, somewhere it starts being Harbor Valley. I don't
Harbaugh
know.
Valley
That's-
from
The name
16.
on the, well, okay, just a minute. The name of the plan is Harbor Road.
Right, because they have a Harbaugh Valley, and then they have Harbaugh Annex, which is up. You go to Harbaugh Valley and you turn left and go back up into the annex, which takes it to the very back gate.
Okay. Well, it's going to drop a huge amount of water on the roads, and that's what Brandon and Dominic have been working with them on. I think they've got pipes up to 36 inches now. And it's a question where it's all gonna go, where it's gonna drain into.
Yeah, you know, and I understand where you're coming from. Unfortunately, you probably already know this, that we don't have much authority when it comes to the federal government.
I know that's.
They pretty much do whatever they want, and they just courtesy let us know. Right?
I mean, that's, my understanding is that's what happened in Fairfield, when they put in a new post office, they said, we're federal government, we don't do anything, and they said, you're gonna build in a
And the
floodplain.
wetland, yeah,
In
he
a
did.
floodplain.
When it floods.
And they said, and so every time it rains, it's what I call a moat.
Yeah, they're building a moat. They absolutely do.
So, you know, I don't know if they would be responsible for any damage to the roads.
Well, they would be, but those are state roads.
Well, that's a state road, okay.
Yes, all of that state, everything you're talking about is state or federally owned, so they would have to deal with that.
Okay, the other reason we tabled it is just before the meeting that day, they told me they're actually gonna put in another plan.
Okay.
A different plan, you're saying?
I think it's an addition to this plan.
In addition to.
So we had some issues with the engineers up there. Bobby and I actually met with them a couple of years ago. He pretty much told us, well, we could take a pipe, didn't he? And he was really big, so we just left.
He was one big dude.
He was, I mean, I was like,
So,
have a nice day.
all right, that's my report.
Okay, thank you very much, appreciate it. Well, we're gonna move on to Secretary Treasury. Wendy has on here about the copier. Did you guys get a chance to review that?
Yep.
About the copier? She wants to, has asked for us to extend the, contract for a month on the copier. to give them more time. They're looking to get bids out for the copier?
Correct. We did put out to get bids, but we didn't get any responses. We just got back on questions, so we need more time to work on that. We'll have a new copier bidding thing for the next month.
So my question is, Wendy, is the copying company willing to extend the bond?
Yes, they offered it. They
Oh,
said
okay.
it was quite all right. The copier doesn't actually, it just expires near the end of this month. So it will give us we'll get it done pretty quickly.
Have we had any problems with the copier?
No, I love this copier service. We have free supplies. We don't pay for any toner, and free maintenance of everything. The only thing we buy is paper. We do pay per copy, and we pay a rental fee. It comes out to be $150 a month, but without buying any toners or anything else, it's a huge savings. So
Well,
I'm
if you
pretty
get a-
happy with that.
If you get a cheaper bid than that, we'll talk
Right,
about it
we're
right
just-
now.
Well, we just want to look around, do cost comparison,
Yes.
to be diligent, but it'll be hard pressed to beat what we have.
Right.
I make a motion and we extend it.
Thank you.
All in favor? Alright, moving on. No other old business before the board? So we'll go into new business. Public comment on new business. Does anyone want to make a public comment on new business? No one? Well, first thing on the agenda is consider a motion to accept the resignation of the zoning hearing board member, Donald Powers, resigned. I will make a motion that we accept her resignation from the zoning hearing board.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The next thing is B, is consider a motion to appoint a member to the zoning hearing board. We're gonna make a motion that we appoint, hold on here, let's see, that's your designation, right? Okay. That we appoint, where's it at here? I'm gonna make sure I have his name right, Charles Murdoch,
Right.
to the zoning hearing board. He lives at 511 Water Street. He's been a resident of Liberty Township for his entire life, which is about 70 plus years. I'm being nice here.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. I'm gonna insult nobody. I'll make a motion that we appoint him effective immediately to the zoning hearing board to replace Donald Powers.
I'll second.
All in favor? Thank you.
John, he's a PM too. Charles Murdoch is a PM.
Consider a motion to appoint an alternate to the zoning hearing board. Christopher Hill is 450 Petrol Road. Mr. Hill is with us here tonight. I do want to thank you for taking on the position to do that and to be willing to step up. This will be a 3-year appointment, you're aware, a 3-year appointment for the zoning hearing board. I'm going to make a motion that we appoint him to the zoning hearing board alternate, effective immediately.
It's gonna be 3 years delay.
I'll second.
All in favor?
We'll see.
It's all good.
So, the police department new hire, I'll make a motion that we hired Donna Powers as the administrative secretary to the police department.
I'll second
All in favor? That's retroactive, actually. What was her start date?
Is it on the letter?
It should be on the resolution.
See the letter in the book here. When
What?
she resigned, the day of his resignation.
Oh, that's right.
April 7th.
April 7th.
So retroactive to April 7th at a rate of,
$24. Thank you. As Barbie indicated earlier, Russell Hartman applied for a part-time road crew position. Actually, his start date is tomorrow. So we hired Russell Hartman at $20 an hour, effective 5/8/24 to work in the road department on the road crew. It's a seasonal, help.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Move that out of the way. Consider comments on Washington Township, Franklin County proposed zoning map and comprehensive plan, amendments. I have no comments on that. Does the board have any comments or concerns about Washington County and their planning, comprehensive plan?
Good luck.
Good luck. The answer is good luck, Wendy.
So, Mr. Barley, you made a motion for no comments.
Motion, no comment. Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Consider a waiver, this is one right there, consider a waiver for the planning commission review of the Shawnee lot consolidation 25 AA 0-02009-000-25 AA 0-00210.
I believe the Mazzolas are here in person to present.
What'd you
their
say?
request. The Mazzolas are here in person
Oh,
to present their request.
000. How you say your last name, Mazzoni?
Mazzola.
Mazzola, 15 Getz Trail. Does anyone have any, concerns or questions about the lot consolidation?
I have
Make a motion that we grant the waiver for the lot consolidation.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
none. Aye.
Thank you. H, consider, approval of showing your lot consol, oh, my God, I gotta read through this now.
You. Just skip the zeros, that's what I do. Just
25
AA.
0209 25 AA 0210 15 Getz Trail.
So this would be, if you did, it would be conditional upon receiving a plan fully signed and approved by Adams County.
Yep, what do you say?
What I said.
I second that. I cannot make that motion.
Okay.
Do I have a second?
I'll second
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, Wendy, for helping me out with that.
Sure.
Consider a motion to adopt the resolution 2024-02, disposition of the tax collector's records prior to 2016. It's burn time. Make a motion?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The next motion is to adopt the resolution 2024-03 to disposition of the police department's records prior to 2016. I'll make a motion for that.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Consider a Freedom Township request to begin joint comprehension plan updates. I absolutely believe that we need to be a part of this, and I would make a motion that we, their request be granted, and that we join them, in the comprehensive plan. It has to be done every 25 years.
No, eight.
No, 10.
Eight,
Every
is it
10.
8 or 10?
10, every 10 years, and ours is done, isn't it?
It's a little over.
It's a little over, yeah. It's a little over, so I'll make a motion that we definitely join in the comprehensive plan update.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, consider collection options for judgment against the First Response Emergency Light LLC. I'm gonna make a motion tonight that we table this until next month.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Nothing else before the board? I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. It is 6:46.
Not great.
That was good.